magnetic to millionaires? Okay, what makes a woman magnetic? How can you become the woman that every single man wants to be with? And especially top 1% millionaire men want to be with. Okay, so let's talk about this. And believe it or not, I used to be the invisible woman, the woman that no guy even wanted to date, the woman that was kind of like invisible. I admittedly I was always very good in school, so I would just like hang out with the nerds. I was just very good in school, and later also in in jobs, later in business. So I have like the side of me that is very high achieving, very logical, and as I mentioned, in school I would kind of like click better with the nerds and with like the women that were kind of like popular or cool, and I was just like back then asking even myself, what makes a woman magnetic? Magnetic for men, magnetic for males' attention, and what can be done to be magnetic, to be irresistible, to be the woman that a man treats you with high effort, wants to cherish your feelings, wants to treat you right, wants to commit to you. Okay, and let me know if you can resonate either in the past or right now, that of feeling invisible, feeling like men are not even interested, or they are interested to a degree, but you just want more. You want like high treatment, providing protection. By the way, this is water, but right now I'm on vacation and they just don't have soda water. They only have it in like those cans. I could have gotten a nice glass, but it's okay. Let's just run with the show. Um, so how is a woman becoming magnetic? Let me tell you that first, before I knew exactly how to do it, I thought that, okay, I guess it's about looks. I have to level up my looks, okay? So I did level up my looks. I started working out. I was trying to take care of my face. I would take care of my hair. I would put on more makeup, and I think I would look very nice. I was considered pretty attractive. I was even like getting some modeling offers and jobs because I really started like taking care of my looks. I was also on a health journey, you can say. So, when you try to eat healthy, you automatically look better because the skin is clean, and the whole body is looks healthier and better, and you know what I mean, right? So I was also eating health for my health reasons. But then looks, I realized, was not enough. Admittedly, I was attracting more men attention when it comes to, they just wanted a date, maybe like a first date, or they wanted some sexual encounter. But this is not what I wanted. I was like, well, okay, they like me now sexually, you could say, but this is not what I want. Like, this is not my end goal. Like, I don't even want that from some stranger man. Like, I don't enjoy that. I want a man to be willing to commit to me for a lifetime. I want a man to, top 1% men, not some kind of like average guys, but like top 1% men. I want him to commit to me. I want not only one man to commit to me, but I want men generally wanting to commit to me. Yeah, and that wasn't the case. Back then, I was not attracting that. Men didn't want to commit to me. After I leveled up my looks, yeah, I was getting more attention, but not commitment, or not the high effort treatment I wanted. And if there was high effort, it was just maybe for a day or two, and then when they realized they're not gonna getting anything, because I had very strong boundaries when it comes to intimacy, and I'm very thankful to my family, religion, and to my coaches of teaching me those boundaries, because in the Western world, it's like normal to have intimacy very early on, which is very harmful, for especially for women. Anyways, when I realized that they're not getting anything, they would like ghost me really fast. And I realized, oh my goodness, they are just nice because they want something. They are not genuine. They're not like truly wanting to provide, protect, or be with me, you know? So I actually started feeling even worse about myself. I felt like worthless. I felt like, so I'm not worthy of that. I'm worthy of like some kind of like one night stands, but I'm not worthy of anything else. So I don't know, like back then, it even kind of like hit my self esteem a bit, you could say. But because of the personality that I am, I kind of decided to look for answers, you know. And there's a reason when I'm dating relationship coach, because that was the life area that I was struggling the most. As I mentioned, I was really good in school. I was smart. I was able to do so many things, but dating and relationship, I was really struggling, you know. So bas- basically, later summarized, you can say like looks do matter. You will get more attention, but it's not enough. So yes, you can also take care of your looks a little bit. They do matter. Yeah, you do get more attention, but do it to a degree where you feel good. Where you feel good, because over than that, it's just not worth it. Okay, so then I wanted more. I wanted men to treat me with high effort and be nice and genuine. And I realized what really makes the biggest difference, and here is the key, ladies, is the way I treat myself, the way I focus on myself. Because I wasn't much focused on me. I was a lot of the times just in my head, just, you know, getting things done, getting my job done, getting my schooling done. And I wasn't really taking care of myself. I wasn't listening to myself. I wasn't cherishing my own feelings. I wasn't connected to myself. Yeah. And once I really started to cherish my own feelings, let me give you an example. So before, I would just always kind of like ignore what I want and go with other people want. But then I was like, no, I feel like I want this in life, or I want this restaurant, and I'm gonna make myself at least equal what they want. I'm not gonna put myself back. Okay, so I started cherishing my own feelings. Obviously, when you're with friends, you always like try to find a good compromise, but I started really loving myself, putting the focus on myself, cherishing myself, and my whole aura changed. My how can I explain that? If you see people who you feel like their energy is kind of like empty, you know, they look like a zombie. That's probably how I looked a little bit. And then you see people and they are just magnetic. You can't stop watching, you can't stop staring at them. And this is the difference that happened through self love, basically, where I changed from invisible to when I walk into a room, people just stare. People just like stare. I even have a picture. That shift happened years ago, so I looked a little bit different. Maybe I can post this picture. Or if you want to know, just DM me on my Instagram. But I even have a picture where I was like, someone took a picture of me, and even like small kids were like staring at me. And since a few years, this became like normal in my life, where kids, people, women, they just like all stare, or they just like can't stop looking. And that is because of the self love, because of the self cherishment, self attention. So if you want to attract better treatment from men, you want to be magnetic, but also not only magnetic, because magnetism comes through self attention. You are self focused. Like a little girl, she's always like playing in her with her dolls. She's self focused, and that is magnetic. If you focus outside, it's not magnetic. People feel that energy, like that, you know, that masculine energy of like I'm coming towards you, and people are like, okay, back off. But if you are self focused, yeah, this is magnetic, and people, and especially men, are gonna be drawn to you. Okay, and then the third step of wanting good treatment is you have to treat yourself good. You have to cherish your own feelings. And once I did this change, like inside with my own treatment, everything in the outside world changed. Yeah, so I did become magnetic. People started like paying lots of attention to me, and I could hold it because I paid attention to myself. If someone ignores themselves, they feel very uncomfortable if other people would give them the attention. Let me give you an example. So before I did this shift, whenever I was supposed to speak in front of people, or I was in a party and there was like attention on me, I felt very nervous. I felt very uncomfortable. Yeah, and I practiced slowly to give myself attention, to normalize that. Anyways, this is the second point. You have to give yourself attention, and then the third one, for better treatment, you have to treat yourself really good. Like really, you cherish your own feelings, you listen to yourself, and this becomes the normal way of treating yourself. And this way you will attract a better man in your life who will treat you better. Yeah. And then usually what happens actually is you're gonna attract a lot of guys who want to be with you. Or before I continue, I want to say that if you've been on your level up journey and you've been struggling to do this by yourself, please reach out for a free love audit call. I'll put the link in the description box. It's completely free, and I'm so happy to talk to you and see how I can help you. Because the truth is, I did all of those things, but I did it with a coach. I had coaches by my side, not only one, but even multiple. I had consistently coaches by myself who were supporting me, pointing things out, helping me align every single day, helping me apply. I would have never, especially not in this speed of just a few years, achieved what I achieved without them. Okay, so that's another big point. So if you want to have more support, feel free to reach out to me. Links in the description box. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, about how to be magnetic. So when you are practicing that, when you're practicing to be magnetic, when you're practicing to have better treatment, you're gonna attract a lot of men. You're gonna attract a lot of different men, wealthy and poor men. Okay, and you just basically have to reject the average poor guys. That's all. Do it kindly, but that's how it goes. A flower who's beautiful will attract anything and everything. Okay, you just have to have boundaries, reject them. And one more important thing is that you really have to work on your abundant mindset, in terms of you being able to abundantly receive from the universe, from a man. Only then you will actually click with this guy. You will get along really well, and he will get along with you. So what I see, a lot of very high achieving successful women, they are abundant. Okay, they have the money, but they are abundant in a sense of they're used to working or giving service for payment, which is basically normal when you're in a job. You have to go there for this amount of hours and you get payment. That's like normal in a career. But in a sense of dating, abundance and being magnetic to an affluent man means that you normalize receiving from him without giving that transactional service or whatever in return. You are just there and you just receive. Yeah, and that's something that you would also have to work on. And these are the pillars that actually will make you magnetic. These are the pillars that will make you attract a millionaire man, not only one but multiple, who just can't stop talking to you, want to be with you, want to talk to you. So beauty, let's summarize. Beauty does have a little effect. So, take care of yourself, maybe put a little bit of makeup on, brush your hair, Basic self-care is important. Yeah, you don't have to overdo it, but just basic self-care. But this will only give you the foot into the door, like it was for me the case. A guy will just be sexually attracted, but you will not change anything in terms of a man wanting commitment or providing for you or having higher quality men. After that point, you will have to really do your inner work to start a self-love journey where you give yourself the attention, you cherish yourself, you listen to yourself, and also working on the abundant mindset in terms of being able to receive, without doing anything. That all of that comes with inner work, and for some women it's easier than for others to kind of like implement that. Yeah. And for all of my clients who've been implementing those steps, sooner or later they are attracting high quality, amazing, affluent men who also commit, provide, protect. Yeah. And if you want to attract your dream man and you don't want to waste your time anymore, you want this to happen this year in 2025, reach out for a free love audit call. The link is in the description box. You can also send me an email and I will see how I can help you. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I see you in the next one.